send him a phone call. It's like, hey, man, I noticed that you didn't pick a song, and I think it's fine that you didn't pick a song, but you picked Small Battlefield, so you could get a really bad song. And
Yeah.
I don't want to commentate with a really bad song.
A bad song on does dampen the mood.
It's not just about you. It's about the people watching this, too.
And, okay, we have secret fourth option.
Well, I mean, this isn't so secret. I mean, Honda's good
No.
with a lot of
it's
characters.
Totally fine.
Honda also used Sora to beat D-tier some time ago.
Yeah, I mean, the Sora is real. Honda has a lot of characters, so you could pretty much pick any character, and I'd be like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. I mean, when the bar is starting with Dr. Mario and K. Rool, you're like, yeah, sure.
You better have more characters than that, is basically what I'm saying about it.
There's no, like, if he picks Little Mac next, I'm like, yeah, it fits.
Yep. And starting off pretty well, it does look like these spells are quite effective at stopping the coming out of the corner for Jimrude. Definitely seems like a lot of trouble.
I think this is super interesting too, because I think Sora has a lot of traits that makes the character just good about what Peach wants to do. Right, his air-to-airs are super active and they stay for a really long time, so Peach can't really just float forever. His dash attack is good at stopping like Peach from just waiting in the corner. Has a good burst option, and the spells also sort of from a safe distance pressure Peach sort of waiting.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of times the holes in the spell pressure comes with the Thundaga, but Peach is not really a character that can capitalize on it. She cannot close the distance fast enough to really make that difference known. So you see right there, just able to throw up the Thundaga, no issues whatsoever, and already back in with the Blizzaga and the Faraga.
Yeah. Oh, would have gone to the punish there, but unfortunately did not dash forward with the grab.
Yeah, a little bit of a whiff there, and now Honda finds himself back on the stage and
Yikes.
almost gets that punish. But
Double yikes.
I feel like if he gone for Dun Smash, that would have broken the shield, right?
Yeah, maybe. But, I mean, he wasn't probably expecting a shield. He was expecting the jump.
Yeah, that's true. Looking for the jump. But smart by Jimrude to pull up the shield because the up smash itself does not really hit the grounded opponent so well.
All right, and now Jimrude's at 77%. Okay, 93.
Yeah, the utilization of that up B. Let's see. Just goes for the down throw up air. And good hover distance, just a little bit out of that range.
All right, so now I think the question that Jimrude is going to need to sort of answer is he needs to find consistent ways to make the interaction sort of work in his favor. Like, he's getting these chips, like this 49% all from just pressing one random up air and then getting a bunch of random spots. And it's good.
Yeah, it's good to have, but it's not enough, right?
Yeah, it can't be your game plan.
Yeah, so, okay.
But, maybe if someone's
this is
gonna...
the one thing I want to see is, can Jimrude pressure in the corner? Can he do enough to Honda that Honda is not able to get out of this position? And right now it's looking fairly even. 3 up airs in a row.
Yeah.
This move is so threatening. As a character like Peach, the floatiness, you're gonna have a hard time landing. You're gonna have a hard time getting through this huge barrier. But right now, does get caught with the freeze. And double up air in the freeze, but it's not enough to get the kill.
Yeah, and honestly, this is looking a little concerning for Honda, the way that this interaction is going. Luckily, gets a side B. Jimrude wants to go for a counter, but that just wasn't really the option to go for. But Honda is going for a lot of really greedy kill options. Like, there were multiple smash attacks in the interactions. And what does that mean? It means that Jimrude, who was starting out from a deficit, is basically in a better position come this last stock.
Yeah, able to scrap his way back into this because of, like you said, the greediness of Honda's options resulted in a lot more neutral wins for Jimrude. And that's what happens when you get somewhat desperate for the stocks, and I don't think that bodes well for the rest of the set, let alone this game.
Yeah, and it's also the type of thing that if you see your opponent playing greedy and you finally get back to an even percentage, you feel so good about it because they're just doing dumb things. And we're finally back to an even spot, which means I can just punish the dumb things. I don't need to outplay if you're going to outplay yourself.
True. And another thing here is, it's just, I'm a little bit worried about like the amount of levels for Honda as he does fall to that neutral air. When you play so many characters, like you don't have that deep understanding of your character's toolkit that allows you to deal with your opponent's options in a variety of different ways and to sort of understand multiple different layers of back and forth conditioning. And I think that winning the first game is therefore so important for Honda.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, granted, there definitely are avenues for Honda that he didn't really punish that could have happened. For example, I think Sora counter is one of the counters that would just beat out Parasol.
It does beat out Parasol, yeah.
We didn't see that happen. We didn't see Jimrude being forced to play around it, which makes the edge guarding a lot more good for Sora. On top of that, there were a couple of times where Honda did nair on shield, but then didn't drift back. So Jimrude was just able to sort of get
a back air.
Yeah, and that's the type of thing where, well, okay, if you can play the mix-up game, that can be an opening for you to actually get a hit. But it sounds like Honda doesn't want to deal with it.
Not successful enough, and we do see Dr. Mario. And I think that they did the thing where they picked stage first, and then Honda picked a different character, and now Jimrude's like, no. The character comes before the stage bans. Now we got to do this whole thing over again.
Yeah, look, you're not going to win by me. I'm not going to go to, I actually don't know what stage.
Man, nobody knows what stage Dr. Mario likes.
Like, probably a small stage.
I don't know, like Smashville or something?
Yeah, like, I'm not going to go to Smashville versus your Dr. Mario. You're not getting one by me. Look, there's hundreds of dollars on the line at this point.
It's true. There is a lot of money in this prize pool. I mean, 220 entrants or so. Like, that's a lot of dollar dues.
I might be smiling, but I'm fuming inside.
All right, we back up. We picked the stage correctly, and we're going to be going into this second game. Jimrude up 1-0 and a sort of decisive victory despite starting off a little bit shaky.
Yeah. And I think the thing that you mentioned about layers is probably something that we're going to see actually happen a lot more with Dr. Mario.
Yeah.
I mean, Honda plays a lot of characters, but Honda's most played character is the Doc. So we're definitely going to be seeing some different things here.
Yeah, this is certainly a reversal of fates in terms of Mario and Peach. This is when Mario he decided not to become a plumber.
Yeah,
he had his different life.
Got a divorce from Peach and was like, I don't need you. Became a doctor instead.
Yeah, there you go.
And now they're fighting for the kids.
And up smash is not going to be connecting as. Oh, this is the part that I'm scared for. Yeah. What happens when you're off stage as Dr. Mario versus a character like Peach? Okay, is able to get back multiple times. Jimrude giving a little bit more birth than I would expect.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the type of thing where... Oh, no! Hill jumped out. But I think basically Jimrude is taking it easy in the beginning and then trying to sort of see what's going to happen later. Yeah.
Early air dodge.
Good down air. I really like it. Obviously, Jimrude was at a low percent there, but Jimrude probably would go just as high for that situation at a higher percent. So I like it.
Yeah, might find himself eating a much bigger punish, but now up throw up air gets a little bit extra damage on him. And this could be a dangerous position in the corner. Kills are so threatening at this percent. You can find yourself getting hit by down B or back air. Both can kill if they're in the right spot.
Yeah, luckily Honda used his jump, but fortunately didn't take too much damage from the interaction. Fell out of the up air, so was able to return back to neutral. Oh, good follow-up on the platform's head.
And Omi he is letting these up smashes rip. The first two did not work out, but hey, third time's the charm. And good avoidance there. One of those things where I feel like Jimrude was like, all right, he can't possibly go any lower, right? And he did.
I think it's the type of thing where it's also like, okay, if you're going to do the silly thing and just immediately do the option, you're going to lose here. And Jimrude is seeing that Honda is willing to play the interactions properly, which is to say this is actually a mix-up. I know sometimes it doesn't look like it is, but it is. And if you want to get my stock, you're going to have to work for it and get a random back air.
Yep. I mean, and that's what I was talking about a little bit about layers. I feel like the recovery metagame between these two is already going kind of crazy.
Jimrude's like, you're above me and I have a dot eye. So
this is
I'm going to keep doing
advantage.
this. I'm going to keep doing this and you're going to do something different. Fortunately, Jimrude breaks first and does not get the combo.
Oh, and another footstool out of shield. Not finding the neutral air follow-up that we might have expected from the previous sets. But this is huge damage here. 400. He's already air dodged.
Yeah.
And that is the position exactly that I was talking about where, all right, if you're going to do the same thing over and over again, Jimrude's going to kill you for it.
Yeah, I mean, and we can sort of saw here, one, there were no resources sort of left there for Honda other than, I think, maybe air dodge?
He used air dodge.
Okay.
Oh, but he used air dodge, then got hit, so never mind.
So, but he already used his jump. And so afterwards, Jimrude's like, okay, well, I'm just going to Peach Bomber here. And you have liked just sort of drifting in fully there. And now I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, tough spot for Honda. Finds himself on the back foot, down 0-2 versus Jimrude. What is the character that he is going to place his entire bracket run on the shoulders of? Yeah, I mean, I think, honestly speaking, if he knows like what the layers that are missing with the Sora, I think that would probably be better. Yeah.
If he doesn't, then I think you do just have to stick it out with Doc, because at the end of the day, yeah, like there were reversal situations. Oh, we're hearing Lucario. All right, we're going through chat. This is basically every multi-character main's biggest nightmare.
Yeah.
I'm
lose
losing.
your first game, you lose your second game, you pick a new character.
I used my counter pick and it didn't work. And I used my main and it also didn't work. Who do I use now? I guess I can use this third guy.
Yeah, and I think it is a little bit interesting because Lucario is best against characters that have trouble killing with like stray hits, right? Like, you know, characters that are like they don't have like good consistent ways to get you killed early on. But Peach does not have that problem at all.
Well,
like,
I mean, Peach does usually rack up like a lot of damage. Like a lot of the way, like Peach gets damage really easily, but as you can see there, like the only way that Honda's gonna die is if at the corner at 100% he gets hit with a forward air.
Yeah, or I mean, back air out of shield is like pretty powerful.
You can live through a few of those.
It's true. Lucario being heavy enough, but now, yeah, you know, you make a good point. He's surviving at 141, not looking like he has any issues, but this neutral has just been so suffocating.
Yeah, the thing about it is that even though Honda is taking a lot of damage, the thing about it is that he's still not ever getting back to neutral.
He's never winning the interaction.
Yeah.
You still have to win the interaction occasionally as Lucario. But okay, you only need to win it a couple times.
One interaction, one.
Yeah, and a back air is going to do it. That's the thing I was a little bit worried about is those stray hits will eventually work out for Jimrude. And yeah, I mean,
I like the counter.
You know, a little bit of movement on that front, but back air not enough to get the kill. Not enough aura on deck just yet.
Top bar, no jump here. Yeah, and Honda recognized it, tried to go for the kill, but unfortunately didn't get it. Gets the grab. This is good. Gets the opportunity to charge up aura.
And nice. Just ledge trapping with the aura sphere seems like a lot more comfortable in this second stock. Another downside of playing this multitude of characters is you sort of have to like feel out the vibe of your character versus theirs every single time. I mean, it is a little bit of a double-edged sword. Like, it does help that your opponent isn't used to fighting your character either. Yeah, let's see what he goes for.
And it looks like, though, to Honda's credit, that he is finding out the vibe that's working out pretty well here.
Yep, but find himself off stage.
Can he get out? This is going to be the real question. Get smacked twice.
Ooh. That was actually super dangerous. He could have up smashed there.
Yeah.
Goes for the grab instead. A little bit safer just in case the shield popped out.
Okay, but this is really scary for Jimrude. 80%, yeah.
See ya.
You're going to get one shot at that point.
Oh, man. This is looking really, really good for Honda, who finds another pickup off of the second stock, still with the aura from that. And, yeah, very difficult to punish move on shield when you have enough aura. That neutral air goes down to a -0 eventually. But the up air almost kills.
Oh my goodness, almost
that back air would have, but the force bomb will. See ya. On the top platform, 2 stock, Lucario. I mean, that looked good. Can he do it 2 more times?
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, so, okay, are there any... usually, right, the thing that I always look for to set is what are the interaction points that are probably not going the way that they are, or the way that they should be, that we're seeing clear intent from your opponent to deal with.
Okay.
Right? What do I mean by that? I mean, let's say you're messing up an edge guard, but you roughly knew that you should have got the edge guard.
Right, you know what you need to do, you just didn't execute.
Yeah, exactly. Those are the easiest ways that you can see that a player is learning and adapting to the set. Now, the problem here is that I don't really see anything like easy. You know, like Jimrude, I think, was playing the right way for most of these interactions. It just sort of wasn't clean enough. And let a few of these like aura spears just sort of hit him.
Yeah, I mean, it also feels like the like continuation of the edge guarding that happened in the first stock, it really felt like Jimrude was super in control of the stage. Like every single time Lucario would try to come back on stage, Jimrude would just be like, no, swat him away over and over again. And that style worked out really well. The problem was once Honda was able to get his feet back on the ground after being hit all those times, the control of the stage sort of swapped sides with the, I feel like the Aura Sphere was just such a huge differential.
Yeah. It's the type of thing where Peach as a character really likes, maybe not always literally hitting you, but making it so that there's a hitbox if you ever move a millimeter.
Yep.
And when you're playing versus characters with charge shots, well, they don't need to move forward. Oh, you're throwing out all these hitboxes. Or Kamehameha.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it.
Something.
Sar, just a big energy ball, if you will. And right now it's a small energy ball. We're seeing it on a small battlefield. Just start off with a little combo, nothing too crazy. But
yeah.
Answering back in kind, only 24%. Can't get too much out of it from Lucario when you have no aura on deck.
Just farm and rage. 78%. Yum. 92%. Yum.
This is where it starts to get a little bit scary. Like the Aura Sphere, a lot bigger, comes out a lot, you don't have to charge it quite as much.
Yeah. I think this is also the interaction there that we saw was also pretty interesting. Like a lot of the ways that Peach can confirm kills is basically being able to float at ledge, and you're not seeing Jimrude do that, but Honda is kind of aggressively going in, so Jimrude is ready to sort of throw out a forward air. Oh, just walking up, calmly thrown out.
Yeah, I do think that this is a situation where, we really need to see Honda, take this stock and relish it. Because if he finds himself dying early in this next one, they're like coming back 3 stocks to 1 is, it's a Lucario thing. It's possible, but it's so much harder when Jimrude is playing as hot as he is.
Yeah, I think when Honda did smash attack, spot dodge, smash attack, that's a game ender. As soon as someone does that, like
the game might be over.
Yeah, the thing is, it's such a confidence booster versus your opponent. But oh my god, he got it.
55.
Maybe
that was the wrong DI. To be fair.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That could have been the ultimate confidence booster, but unfortunately Honda immediately died to forward air.
And tried to go for the
no.
Aura Sphere
What did I
charge
say?
in the corner, and that was like, it would have worked if he had Aura, but it didn't because, it just wasn't big enough.
Yeah, trying to go for a smash attack, trying to go for a second smash attack here. Jimrude is perfectly feeling good. Like, we haven't seen any of those turnip trains until here. Why? Because Jimrude felt like he could get away with it.
That's it. I mean, that's what I was talking about. The Peach, you have consistent kill options in the corner. If you hit that back air, it's just gonna do everything you need.
What's up, everybody? I am here with Jimrude, who just secured at least 4th place today. Congratulations on the victory over Honda. How are you feeling?
I mean, I'm feeling good, I went up there to win, and I won, so I'm feeling good.
How's it feel going up against someone who is so much of a crowd favorite here?
It's always a blast. I mean, as you can see, we have a lot of support from the crowd for both of us.
Yeah.
So, at an Arcadian especially, we want hype sets, and I feel like we're getting that. So I'm happy, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you've been playing very clean all day. I know you had to do the Peach Ditto again.
Oh,
well, you had to do it earlier, didn't you?
Yes.
Yes. So you had to do that. You had to go up against Honda's army of characters.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a bevy of matchup experience going into this top 4. Let's see, what's been your most satisfying victory today?
I am most satisfied with my win on Wesa.
Okay.
I respect Wesa as a player a lot, and I think, especially Robin as a character, you have to be playing fundamentally secure because they're not a great character, but if you are on point, then you just get ran over, and that's something I fall victim to a lot. So going up against Wesa and just playing the matchup correctly was pretty empowering going forward. So,
well, I have some news for you. I believe you're playing Wesa next. So we got the double jeopardy going on.
I feel good about it, yeah.
Yeah. So we are getting into top 4 territory. I forgot, what place did you get last year?
Third.
So This is not foreign territory to you whatsoever.
Being in losers is, but
Okay, fair enough.
I'm joking. No, not foreign territory. Not foreign territory.
Well, we are going to get our top 4 underway. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more NorCal Ultimate Arcadian action. Thank you so much.
Thank you.